Happy Halloween from the Finch household. And if you think I'm Luke Skywalker, you should log off right now because I'm fucking Anakin, okay? Welcome to the dark side. That's actually Luke's lightsaber. Let me give Luke credit. Welcome to the dark side, folks. And we're talking UFC Fight Night Edmonton right now. It's going down in Canada. Want to talk some fist fights? Let's go. We're kicking it off with the most confident picks. It's my 5 most confident bets on this fight night. And this one's a pretty damn good card. I got 5 I like a lot. I even got an underdog for you in the most confident, which is a rare thing. But hey, when they fuck up the odds, we love it. I love it. I hope you do too. Here's the 5 rapid fire. You ready? We got to go with UFC Zalal. I think UFC Zalal is a lock over Jack Shore. Jack Shore has, losses to Ricky Simone and to, Joe Anderson Brito. Those guys are collectively 0-4 since beating him, and that's not good. I feel like Yusuf Zalal is going to be able to out kickbox him all night. He's bigger, he's stronger, he's more explosive, he's in his prime right now. Yusuf Zalal is a lock. Then we're going to go with Mike Malott. I think Mike Malott can bounce back nicely against the Trevin Giles. Trevin Giles is decent everywhere. Mike Malott excels. He's more talented on the ground. I do think he finds a finish. Then give me Aiemann Zahabi. He's not the most dangerous guy in the world, but I think a 39-year-old Marc Munoz is probably towards the end here, and I do think Zahabi finds a way to get it done in Canada. TriStar in the corner. I think he takes a decision here. Then give me Jhonata Diniz over Derrick Lewis. Blasphemy, I know. There's always the risk of the Derrick Lewis KO, but I believe Diniz is going to be too much as a glory kickboxer and a clean technical striker who could either knock Derrick Lewis out or fight strategically to a decision. And then the 5th and final is going to be Thug Rose Namajunas in the co-main event. I think Thug Rose gets this thing done. Her movement is tremendous. Erin Blanchfield, or as AJ DeVito calls her, Erin Blanchfieldov, is going to have a lot of trouble getting these takedowns because she has to close the distance on a great distance management athlete. I believe that Thug Rose Namajunas is going to use that big cage to move around, point fight, shoot the straight cross, do what she just did to Tracy Cortez, who's, by the way, I think a better striker than Erin Blanchfield. Erin Blanchfield, of course, a phenomenal grappler. I think she'll have trouble getting it there. So, one more time for the people in the back. Give me Yusuf Zalal. Give me Mike Malott. Give me Jhonata Diniz. Give me Aiemann Zahabi. And give me Thug Rose Namajunas for my 5 most confident picks for UFC Fight Night Edmonton. Folks, it was UFC 308 over in Abu Dhabi over the weekend, and we had fun. I went 12-2 on my overall picks, 4-1 on the most confident because Oral By let us down. Rebecca's a bad motherfucker, but that's all right. Made some money on Topuria. Did a Topuria Lerone Murphy parlay. That was nice. Topuria looked fantastic. I know a lot of people were on Max Holloway. A lot of underdog bettors, and it was just not the main card for underdogs. They got killed. It was better to do the money lines and the parlays with the favorites on UFC 308. Topuria gets it done by getting in there, kept punching like his corner told him, found that chin of Max Holloway. That shit was incredible. He's now knocked out Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway back-to-back. The first time Max Holloway's ever been KO'd. Shout out to the guy who commented, because I did hit him back last week, who said that looking at the stats, Max Holloway should win because underdog has been winning in the main event and Max Holloway's never been KO'd. The stats don't tell you everything. These are human beings. And we have to account for the fact that Max has miles on him. Topuria's style, where he's at right now, his confidence, his ability to close distance against Max's distance management. He just needed one. He hit him with a couple big ones. The first time Max Holloway gets knocked out, it was really, really special. Max is such a fucking legend still. He's still the bad motherfucker, right? And then in the co-main event, Khamzat Chimaev is a fucking freight train. And I think we learned a lot about Khamzat too. We saw Khamzat actually stay patient. Khamzat actually took his time after getting aggressive and doing the takedown. You want that race car to be able to go high RPMs, right? Get that takedown, boom, get to the back, but then let's set up shop, you know? Let's make a little picnic here. Let's chill. Little shots, boom, boom. Don't have to stress out. Don't worry about where Dana's at. Don't pick the guy up and carry him to your corner. It looks cool on the highlight reel. He probably could have got away with it, let's be honest, but he took it seriously. And that's something we like to see as people who bet, right? At least I could speak for myself as somebody who gives out bets. I want to see you be reliable. And that was a much more reliable style, because if he doesn't find the finish, you could see that he can maintain that pace a lot better. The way that Khamzat fought was more intelligent. And by the way, that rear naked strangle was way better. Okay? Did you see the difference between that rear naked strangle versus the rear naked strangle he hit on Leach? Night and day. Against Leach, he had his hand on the top of the head. Okay? He was choking the dude like it was the 90s. Okay? No rotation. Have you ever seen a John Danaher instructional? Khamzat, if you need my login, hit me up. But no, he doesn't, because he got it done, and you saw the way he used his back. He used his lats. This time when he locked in the rear naked strangle, he rotated his back shoulder back. And I'm not going to try to break this lightsaber because it probably wouldn't work anyway. It's fucking Mandalorian steel or some shit. I don't know. What are lightsabers made out of? It's a kyber crystal in there. I'm not going to fuck up my lightsaber. But I am going to say that that rotation was a lot better. And you saw him use his lat. And guess what the outcome was? Robert Whittaker doesn't have any teeth. That's how much better that rear naked strangle was. Khamzat is getting better. And that's scary. If you're a 185-pounder, you're going to be an underdog when you step into that cage against Khamzat Chimaev. I saw the early odds were already out for Khamzat versus Dricus du Plessis. Guess who's the favorite? The Wolf. He's a bad motherfucker. He looked fantastic. Other fights on the card, which was a great card. Magomed Ankalaev out kickboxes Alexander Rakic. I would have liked to see some takedowns and ground and pound, some big elbows, some big ground and pound. Show me some more wrinkles in your game, especially since we're teeing you up to fight, I don't know, the best striker in the world. But he outstrikes Rakic. I'll take it. Magomed Ankalaev lands. Lerone Murphy gets a close nail-biter decision against Dan Ige. Thank goodness. Needed that one. And then Shara Magomedov in the fucking first main card fight does a double spinning back fist and gets the KO. I gave you guys that one on the last most confident show. It was not too far from even odds, like minus 150. I saw other fight pickers were giving out Armen Petrosian as the underdog of the night. I was confident in Shara because he's more talented than Armen Petrosian, and you got a real glimpse of that. I mean, he did a double spinning back fist that will be an absolute top 10 KO of the year in a year with some fucking good KOs. So shout out to Shara Bullet. Shara Bullet looked fantastic. That most confident play hits. 4 out of 5. We'll take it. Let's try to go 5 out of 5 this fucking week. All right? You want to start at the top? Let's do it. Youssef Zalal is a bad motherfucker. A BMF. He is tremendous. He's really coming into his own. My buddy Motaz Oscar trains with him over at Factory X over in Colorado, and he told me a lot of good things about him. Youssef Zalal is really, really, really talented. And I think Jack Shore's kind of fucked. You know, we got to put that as the most confident pick. Youssef Zalal should be able to beat him everywhere the fight goes. Jack Shore is going to need a takedown, I think, and it's going to be hard to get because he's going to be outsized here too. So Youssef Zalal potentially finishing this fight. The money line's not too crazy, but you know, it's a clear parlay piece. You folks who want my bets, go get them in the Telegram. People keep telling me to make like a Patreon and shit. I don't know. Maybe for next year we will. Right now it's Telegram. Can you pick up some free bets? Go download the Telegram. Help out our guy who owns Telegram, who's like locked up in some French jail right now. We'll show him some love and download the app. Right? Telegram's cool. Yusuf Zalal's a lock. Then let's talk about Jhonata Diniz and Derrick Lewis. Jhonata Diniz is very technically sound, more technically sound than Derrick Lewis has been. Now, Derrick Lewis has a style, and that style is to play a little possum sometimes. He'll pretend like he's more tired than he is, and then all of a sudden get a burst of energy and explode. He's being tactical. It's a stylistic thing. He's a veteran. But what I mean by more technical is Jhonata Diniz is able to keep a certain pace and a certain level of defense and offense the whole time where he doesn't have to rely on like cat and mouse tactics. And I think he'll see through some of that too, being an experienced glory kickboxer. He just showed us what he could do against Carl Williams. By the way, I picked him there. I believe he was dog money, and I gave him out there. Jhonata Diniz is a very good kickboxer. It makes sense that he'd beat a Derrick Lewis. It's a fun fight. Derrick Lewis can always knock anybody out. He's got a puncher's chance. But beyond that, I could see Jhonata Diniz getting this done in two distinct ways. One way is to meet with Derrick Lewis, take more of a risk, but get more of the reward. He can get a potential finish over Derrick Lewis. That's a big deal for his highlight reel for a young heavyweight who's looking to make a fucking statement, who wants to become a millionaire. This ain't Regis Philbin, but this is a potential to punch a ticket into that upper echelon of the heavyweight division if you get a nice finish over Derrick Lewis. That looks good on a commercial. So he could go that route. But honestly, if I'm his coach, I'm telling Jhonata Diniz to take your time, be patient, move side to side, hit him with the jab, kick the leg, stomp on the knee, cross the body, double up on the jab, right? Because if he kickboxes him technically, stays in the green zone, far away, keeps Derrick the fuck off of him, doesn't bang with Derrick Lewis, fights kind of like Rosenstruik did against Tai Tuivasa, who, oh, by the way, I gave out that plus 800 in the free channel, I think. And so you guys ate off of that, which is awesome. I believe that Jhonata Diniz can actually pick him apart and get a decision here. So I'm sure that those odds are nicer. But Jhonata Diniz makes sense here. He's a more technically sound kickboxer, and he should be able to control this fight a bit. And remember, Derrick Lewis is 39. You know, he's looked good. We got to give credit where credit's due. I loved the flying knee. I mean, you know, getting beat up by Jailton Almeida is no problem. This is not Jailton Almeida. It's a much different fight. Derrick Lewis still seems to be dangerous. It's a fun one. And then Aiemann Zahabi over Marc Munoz. Aiemann Zahabi. Am I saying Marc Munoz? Am I saying fucking Marc Munoz? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. We got to go Pedro Munhoz, folks. I'm talking about Marc Munoz like it's the fucking light heavyweight who fought Lyoto Machida and got head kicked when he covered his head like this, and Lyoto Machida just kicked right through. Said Marc Munoz like 4 times. Pedro Munhoz. Pedro Munhoz is 38 years old right now. He's 1 in 4 in his last 5. That's excluding the no contest against Sean O'Malley. Then you could say, 1 in 5. Sean O'Malley was beating him up pretty good. But let's remember those losses are to Jose Aldo, Dominic Cruz, Marlon Vera, Kyler Phillips. Kyler Phillips maybe didn't age the best, but the other ones have. The win over Chris Gutierrez is legit. That was just last year. So Aiemann Zahabi is not a complete lock, but I think he gets it done in Canada, folks. I do. I think that he has an advantage in the distance striking. He's got a little bit of power. He could potentially grapple a bit here. Besides the roundhouse kicks, Pedro Munhoz needs to be able to get this thing in close quarters. He might have trouble doing that. Give me Aiemann Zahabi getting a decision here. Remember, they're in Canada, so if the judges are a little swayed one way or the other, it's probably in Zahabi's side, right? I think Zahabi can get this thing done. Give me him by unanimous decision. Then we're going with Mike Malott over Trevin Giles. Mike Malott doesn't suck. Stop hating on Mike Malott. Haters. There are some people who are just like, fade everybody from Canada. Stop. Full stop. Mike Malott should be able to dominate Trevin Giles. Trevin Giles is good, But Mike Malott should be pretty dominant if he gets to a top position. If Mike Malott hits that takedown early, which I think he'll do, I think he'll overwhelm a Trevin Giles, potential rear naked strangle or TKO, first or second round finish. I think Mike Malott is all but a lock here. You don't like to see quitting anybody. You don't like to see anybody fumble the bag. You don't want to see like a Chicago Bears style performance where they have the game completely on lock. Live odds are 96% chance that they're going to get the dub, and then you just Hail Mary something and the Bears find a way to fuck it up. They're already celebrating. Their fucking corners are already celebrating in the end zone and shit. Can you guys run a prevent defense and just please? No, they can't. They lose. You don't want to see shit like that. So that makes it harder to bet on Mike Malott. With that being said, he has all the tools to win this fight. Why wouldn't I give him out here as a most confident pick? And then the dog. All right. Some of these odds are not bad at all. Here's one that's fantastic. Rose Namajunas at plus money. I love it because Rose Namajunas is a tremendous distance striker. And she just showed us how she deals with a grappler. And she's fought plenty of fantastic grapplers. Wei Li. I mean, the list goes on and on. Andrade. She's fought a lot of great grapplers. So she's had a lot of training camps like this to prepare for somebody like this. And she just did it with Tracy Cortez. She looked really good disengaging with Tracy Cortez, kickboxing her from the outside, staying light on her feet. And she could do a very similar thing here to Erin Blanchfield. Erin Blanchfield is very good at grappling. She's good at dragging girls to the ground when she gets a hold of you. But I think she's going to have trouble getting a hold of a very slippery Thug Rose. Thug Rose is going to be like a bar of soap in there. And I think that she's going to be able to land some decent shots. You could say decision, but if Thug Rose started piecing her up a lot, it wouldn't be impossible she slings a head kick up there. Thug Rose, unanimous decision's probably the call. Beat just 4 rounds to 1, 5 rounds 0, cleaning her out. No question, Erin Blanchfield is very good. Erin Blanchfield is very strong, technically sound with her jiu-jitsu and mixes it in with wrestling nicely. Nice trips, nice fence takedowns, just an ability to grind on you, take you out on the ground. No question about it. Her jiu-jitsu is really nice. Blue basement trained, so that's how George St. Pierre did it. That's how Gordon Ryan did it, right? The blue basement folks are some of the best grapplers ever, including the best grappler ever. Jiu-jitsu. With that being said, Rose Namajunas should probably keep it in her world, and I think her world is going to be just at kickboxing range. Rose Namajunas at kickboxing range should be absolutely dominating Erin Blanchfield the same way Erin Blanchfield should absolutely dominate Rose on the ground. The thing is, every 5 minutes, you got to stand back up, and I think that's going to be a lot for Erin Blanchfield. Thug Rose at least can clinch a little bit and hang on a little bit on the ground. But, Erin Blanchfield, very talented. The sky's the limit. I do think she eventually fights for a title. I just don't think it's right now. Thug Rose, Namajunas, getting it fucking done in Canada, folks. Those are my most confident bets. Jesus, not bets. Let me take that back. My most confident picks for UFC Fight Night Edmonton. You want my bets? I post them every single week. I give a pick out every single day on the premium channel, and I throw a few in the free channel as well. The poor free channel doesn't get my 5 most confident picks or the wild card, so I got to come up with some fun stuff for you guys. I think I got to throw some more parlays in there, some straight money lines, because I need to give the premium channels, the free channel, some love. The premium channel always gets love. So I'll do that this week, folks. In costume tonight, I'll record a couple for y'all. Okay? Happy fucking Halloween to the folks. What do you guys want to talk about? Any thoughts on Moreno? What up, Tyson? What up, cuz? Happy Halloween to my cousin, Tyson. Tyson says, any thoughts on Moreno? Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker. He's talented. That's a great fight. Brandon Moreno versus Amir Albazi is great. Amir Albazi, wrestling advantage, strength advantage, control advantage. Moreno, experience advantage, striking advantage, being Mexican and just fucking going for it and being in wars, digging down, biting on your mouthpiece, dealing with shit over 5 rounds advantage. I stupidly bet with my heart last week, and Shara Bullet is the only lock that hit for me. You bet Max Holloway, didn't you? You bet Robert Whitaker, didn't you? You didn't listen to your boy, did you? You live and you learn. That's okay. Should I parlay these 5 picks? Probably not. Now, if you do give out fun parlays where you're like, here's $10, let's fuck around and see if we can make it, 70. Then yeah, I mean, the Most Confident Picks show hits all the time. We're very commonly 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5. That's a normal week for Most Confident Picks, but they are the most confident picks. So they are usually parlay material if you're talking about bets. So for those of you who are premium members, you'll see me take a name or two out of here generally. And then I'm trying to find over and unders. So for money lines, is the fight going to a decision or not? I'm trying to find finishes. There are other ways to bet. But yeah, if you're just going to fuck around, make a big parlay, which by the way, I do all the time. And I've hit a few myself. I've hit a 7-legger, an 8-legger. Of course. My buddy Stone Dax has hit a full card. Shout out to him. I've picked full cards correctly, but I haven't gone out there and bet on them full cards correctly. So I generally keep my parlays to 2, and then 3 is a big one for me, right? Because I'm trying to get around even odds. And I think one of the best ways to do a parlay is pick your 2 most confident on the card, see how they look, right? So, yeah. A 5-leg parlay is just, the chances are something happens, right? It's the fight game. Let me keep that lightsaber right there. What are your thoughts on the Trump-Harris odds? Okay, I'll give you one thought. I saw that Trump was up on the popular vote. Be careful on that one. Because even if Trump wins the election, the popular vote he lost previously. He lost the popular vote against Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden, allegedly. No, I'm just kidding. So, shouldn't get too political here, but in general, I don't bet on elections. I've never bet on an election. All right. We're betting on fist fights over here, Sean. But I do enjoy me some, I watch every interview, dude. Joe Biden's as boring as it can possibly be. I'm on the White House YouTube channel all the time. And Trump's YouTube channel, their White House, let me give credit to them. They just let Trump riff. So I saw all that shit. You guys are reading headlines from CNN? No. I'm watching the entire press conference. I love it. I am deep into politics, but I'll keep it about fistfights. All right. Order 66 Moreno. Oh, no. Don't kill Moreno. What kind of money would it take to see you and AJ in hard sparring? Fly him out here. Get AJ a plane ticket, then we'll throw down. I told AJ I got a guest bedroom. The ocean's right over there. Not a bad spot to visit for a little vacay. Huntington Beach is very nice. So AJ, open invite. Send this to him. AJ, open invite. You can't wear the clown face. You can't flying knee anybody out here. Maybe me in sparring. That's okay. Come through. And I can get AJ in anywhere. I don't know. Where do you want to see AJ and I spar? We can go to Ruka. We can go to fucking Art of Jiu-Jitsu. You want to see Kolabate leg lock him? We could go to King's MMA. Where do you want us to go? Just UFC Jim Huntington Beach, spar in the big cage? I could make Giga beat him up. Wouldn't that be fun? I'll fly AJ out here and have him. I got somebody for you to spar. It's Giga Chikadze. AJ be like, oh, shit. That'd be fun. Get AJ out here. I really think Moreno doesn't have it anymore, and Albazi has been learning some new tricks. Albazi is tremendous. I definitely don't doubt Albazi. I think that's a tough fight to pick. My boy T-Bone has got Albazi all day. He likes Albazi. I wouldn't be surprised if he drops Albazi in the chat on the premium channel for the folks. And people might be like, what is the premium channel? I give out my bets every single week, and they're out there on the premium channel. That one's paid. If you just want the free bets, free channel is available. I try to drop some content for y'all every week. I do drop some content for y'all every week. What the fuck do you mean? What's Finch's costume? Have you not seen fucking Star Wars? For real. Who said I was Bruce Lee earlier? Bruce Lee? I've never been mistaken for Bruce Lee, so that's pretty good. Money on you on BKFC, brother. I know you guys want the BKFC picks. I do too. I just took over at UFC Gym Huntington Beach. I want to give you guys my full attention when I give out bets. When I give out bets, I got to take it seriously. It matters. It's money. It's my money. It's your money. So I have to take it really seriously. So when I do BKFC bets, which I will, I've hosted the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships bet show. You guys can go to BKFC's website and go check out BK Bets, Bare Knuckle Bets. I hosted for a long time, and you know, that's what I bet the best on. I mean, MMA definitely, has been great. It's a beautiful fucking couple $100 Anakin costume here. I didn't come free, right? Had to get some picks right, but Bare Knuckle Fighting Championships betting is where it's at. It's coming, okay? Trust me, it's coming. Stay buckled up. I'll hook you guys up with that. Folks, it's good to see you all. I appreciate you tuning in. It's Halloween weekend, so I want you guys to enjoy yourself. I hope some of you went out. I was out on Main Street. People are honking the horn, yelling at me and my wife. They were just excited to see us dressed as Padme and Anakin. But, behave yourself, but then don't. Behave yourself. Don't do hard drugs, but, have some fun. Have some fun this weekend. Enjoy your Halloween. Buy candy for those little kids. Decorate your house. Go for it, all right? You only live once. Enjoy yourself and make some kids smile this holiday. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Those are my 5 most confident picks for UFC Fight Night Edmonton. Rose Namajunas is an underdog. I believe in her. I believe that, you could bet on Amir Albazi, but you could bet on Brandon Moreno, but I would personally stay away from that main event. Those guys are too damn good. I like Jhonata Diniz better. I think Pedro Munoz is getting old, so give me Zahabi. I'm going to stick with Mike Malott, even though he's shown some wrinkles when the fight gets going tough. And, I do think that I'm missing one. I do think that Yusuf Zalal, Jesus, the most confident one, Yusuf Zalal is an absolute lock over Jack Shore. Happy fucking betting. Take care. Happy Halloween. Until next time, it's peace and love.